Okay. Now, here comes linear equation with fraction proper. I did the first one we did to give us a clue into what we will be having. That's how to know how to collect item because I know you've not done that before. So that's why we did that first example. Now, the second example, you'll see that here we have 3x minus 4 over 5 equals to x plus 1 over 4. This is this a clear example of fraction, that is equation with fraction. So what do we do here? Now, like we know that when you have an equation with fraction, the first thing you do is to cross multiply. But you can cross multiply when you have an expression on top of a division sign. So what do? You introduce a bracket. I want to believe we remember that. Okay, so we have 3x minus 4 over 5. You put it in a bracket because it's an expression already, equals to x plus 1 over 4, all in a bracket, meaning that you're quantifying them, making them to be like a single number. Now, the next thing I said we do first, when you have an equation with fraction, you have to remember to do either you do cross multiplication or you look for the LCM of both denominators. So, but for us to avoid complexity, let's look at the aspect we know. Let's take the other method by cross multiplying. So we cross multiply. Now it means we are going to say that 3x minus 4 all in the bracket over 5 equals to x minus x plus 1 all in the bracket over 4. Cross multiplication, we multiply. We'll take the denominator of this side to multiply this. That will give us 5 times x plus 1 equals to 4. Okay, let's put the times so that we don't get confused. 4 times x, 3x, sorry, 4 times 3x minus 4. Now, remember, I put the bracket, I put the multiplication so that we don't get confused, but also know that bracket stands for times. So it's really not necessary putting the times, but let's just put it for clarity's sake. So it means that here we have 5 times bracket, there is that 5x plus 1 bracket close equals to 4, 3 minus 4. Okay, haven't done this, we already know what we do here. But if we don't, now listen. Remember that when you have a value outside the bracket, what do? You use the value outside the bracket to multiply everything inside the bracket. So we're going to do that to both sides because we have a value outside this bracket and a value outside this bracket. So that it means that what we're going to be having is going to be what? 5 times x plus 5 times 1 on this side of the equation, the left side. And on the right side, we have 4 times 3x minus 4 times 4. Good. That's so simple. Now, what next do we do is to sort out what we have just done, and that will be 5 times x, that will give us 5x plus 5 times 1, that will give us 5. That equals to 4 times 3x, that will give us 12x minus 4 times 4, that will give us 16. Okay. Now, having gotten to this point, you can see that we now have the linear equation we solved in the fourth example. So this is 5x plus 5 equals to 12yx minus 16. So like what we did in the previous example is to do what we call collection of like terms, because you can see on this side of the equation we have an unknown variable, which is x. The same unknown variable is on this side. So we are going to take the unknown variable to one side of the equation, and the known variable, which is the known value, which is 5 and 16, to one side of the equation. So we collect like terms. Please don't forget, collect like terms. Like terms in the sense that they are of the same pattern. So we collect like terms. Now the next step now, collect like terms. They are like. That's what it means. So for want of space, we'll be cleaning the top so that we can um, conclude this. So, but I think we still have a little space down. So you look, let me take it down a little. We still have a little space down. So we have 5x. Now to collect like terms, remember what I said? 12 will move this way and 5 moves this way, right? So if 12 comes this way, 12 becomes 5x. Then 12 going this way, 12 becomes minus 12x equals to, remember that this is minus 16. So you write minus 16. And this 5 is plus here. Coming this way becomes minus 5. I do hope that is clear enough for us to see. Okay, so for want of space, I will be cleaning the top to complete the solving. Okay, so from that down, what we have, 5 minus 12. 5 minus 12, that will give us minus 7x. 5x minus 12, that will give us minus 7x. Now, equals to minus 16 minus 5. That will give us minus 21. I want to believe this is not a problem to us. Minus 5 minus 12, already you know that 5 actually cannot, 12 cannot be taken away from 5. So it means your answer is going to be in the negative. I want to believe we still remember that. And minus minus, which is not multiplication but addition, is going to be what? Plus minus 21, which is minus 21. Now, having done this, the next thing we'll look at, we are looking for the value of x, not minus 7x. So remember that whenever you have a value or a coefficient close to the variable you are looking for, what do? You divide both sides by that number. So let's get the value for x. We are going to say divide both sides by minus 7, which is the coefficient of x. Remember, I told you the number that is close to the unknown variable is called coefficient. So this is the coefficient of x. So I'll multiply the unknown variable is called coefficient. So this is the coefficient of x, which is minus 7 and not 7. So we have minus 7x over minus 7 equals to minus 21 over minus 7. So minus take away minus, so this goes off like this. Then when we come to this place, minus we take this off, 7 cancel this, that is 3. It means our value for s is 3. Now, you can actually check if this thing is correct. You can check by going back to the equation, but I think for now we are not looking at that. So that is the answer to the equation we had on the board at the beginning. I want to believe that we understand this. Please, if you really do not get it, go over the video again and again. And I know before you go over it about 2-3 times, you will be able to get what the question is and how to go about the solving. Thank you.